One Punch Man is still not doing great. People, the copium is so bad, and I'm gonna insult you, but like not insult you, or like understand my heart isn't to insult people, but it's gonna end up that way. But my heart is to like,
but your mouth does.
It's to like, it's like gently, it's just a little gentle, like just a little gentle slap, right?
Buddy,
like,
come on. Yeah.
The copium is hardcore. Like, I am a big One Punch Man fan. And there's a lot of other big One Punch Man fans out there. And so when somebody tells me I'm being too critical and that One Punch Man season 3 looks great, you're either stoned, you haven't watched very much anime, or you're such a One Punch Man stan that you're like borderline a One Piece fanatic that you just can't admit anything that's wrong, any fallacy in the anime. It's one of those things. Because,
or they could be watching it in Braille.
I guess, right? I mean, because saying that the animation in One Punch Man season 3 is bad compared to other anime is not an opinion. It is an objective, measurable fact. Like, it is something that can be measured. It can be studied, analyzed, and measured against other sources. You can measure it against season 1. You can measure it against season 2. You can measure it against freaking I Got Reincarnated as a Vending Machine that has stellar animation that's some crap slop
3
manga.
seasons.
Yeah, and it's like, so when you say, oh, you can't say it's just your opinion that that the season 3 looks bad. It's not an opinion. It is a measurable fact. That being said, if you still enjoy it, dude, I'm happy for you.
By all means.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But the fact remains, it looks like somebody made it with Adobe Illustrator using PNGs just to like crop and animate a few things. Now, I will give you this. There was a decent fight scene in episode 2.
Okay.
At the end of the 22-minute anime, after 20 minutes of basically PNGs moving back and forth. But that fight scene looked good. Didn't look great, didn't look fantastic, but it was good. But I think the problem is that like you can't just have 20 minutes of terrible, like barely anything being animated and then have a 2-minute fight scene and say, that's okay. And that's what a lot of that's the biggest pushback that I get is like, well, maybe they saved the budget for the fights. Maybe they did. Which
most do.
Yeah,
that's
but
fine,
you can still like make the rest of it look good. Like there's ways to cut corners. So that's my soapbox rant about the preface, right? All that being said, news came out today that the director of season 3 was getting so harassed that he made a post that I'll be happy to read, and deleted his Twitter account, deleted his X account, and said, I have no plans in the future of ever making another one. Which, I mean, is
it's hard to think because
wild.
One, he set them, like, this was right here from the beginning. He set himself up. We've talked multiple times about the tweet he came out. Much. Exactly. Don't expect much. But I don't want people to come at us saying like, oh, you're wrong for doing this. I think your frustration is valid. I understand why you're upset. We're upset as too. But taking your frustration out of someone who had his hands tied in the situation is wrong.
Notice,
like I said, go after the studios.
That whole rant that I just went on, if you're listening to this and you're somebody that's mad at me for not liking season 3, that whole rant that I went on, notice that not once did I insult the animators. Did I insult the director? Did I insult the staff? I criticized the work. I criticized the product. There's a big difference between criticizing somebody's product and criticizing somebody themselves. The difference where, like, if you're listening to this podcast and you're like, hey guys, like that segment that y'all did, I think you could have done it better. It felt a little like disrespectful to me. Valid. Whereas if you say, you guys are garbage and you're stupid and you clearly haven't been watching anime because you don't think that this is actually good. Well,
all things Will is said to be behind closed doors.
Right. And that's different. Right. So what Kyle was getting at is like, it's fine to criticize the work.
Be mad.
Right.
Be mad.
Fine to criticize the show. Yeah. Be mad, be upset. But you should never harass the people making, like, that's not going to help anything.
In my mindset, it's kind of like when you go to a restaurant and you get mad at the waitress
because your food sucked.
What?
The waitress isn't cooking your food.
Yeah. What's the point?
Her fault.
No. But at the same time, you take it back, you're probably going to get your food spat in. So, if you want some crappy anime, that's what you're going to get, buddy.
So the long short of it is the director deleted his X account. And like, there's been a lot of talk and like a lot of people talking about this. And I think that's fair. Like it's going to happen, whether it's good or it's bad, because it's a property that a lot of people love, right? But I think what's important is if you're going to criticize something, criticize the work. But there's people that were attacking and like saying terrible things
about the director.
to them about the director and all this, and like as happens because people are immature emotionally and they don't know how to like separate the art from the artist. I think this might be a little bit of like a tangent, a little ADD moment, but like I think it goes both ways. Like you got to separate the art from the artist, right? This is a concept that a lot of people don't understand. It goes both ways. In this situation, we have the art, which is One Punch Man, and the artist, right? I do not like, and I'm very upset with the product, with the art that was made. But I'm not going to criticize the artists for doing it. Like I understand their hands are tied. They're doing what they're told to do with the budget that they have. And not to mention JC's staff isn't really known for putting out animation of this caliber and quality. Like, so that's from the jump that they were kind of at a disadvantage. So it's not their fault. Like they're working. The director is an employee and somebody above him says, here's this project and here's the resources, go do it. Right. So we're separating the art from the artist in that situation. Right. Whereas bring up something else controversial, Rurouni Kenshin. Freaking love Rurouni Kenshin. It is one of the stories that got me to love anime. I have Rurouni Kenshin stuff over here. I absolutely love it.
Very good.
I think it was the mangaka got busted for being a PDF file and like
as most do.
Having a bunch of like nasty stuff on his computer, right? People are like, how can you still love Kenshin? Because I can separate the art from the artist. I love the art and despise what the artist has done.
Minecraft YouTubers. You still play Minecraft?
Yeah.
Minecraft YouTubers. I mean, just saying.
Yeah. So in that, that was like I said, that was a tangent ADHD moment, but same thing here is like people don't know how to separate the art from the artist and criticize the one that deserves criticism. In this situation, One Punch Man deserves the criticism, not the people that are just doing their jobs. In the Rurouni Kenshin situation, the mangaka deserves the criticism. The art has nothing to do with it. The art can be appreciated for what it is in and of itself. And that's the problem here is people can't separate that and they're attacking the people. And people are like, well, you should be a man and own up to like the crap that you made, based. I'll say that. I will agree.
Yeah.
But
I agree with that.
If they can't, or he can't handle that, what's the reaction? Delete your social media and not deal with it, which also based. If that's what you have to do, then okay.
I mean, if you're trying to make a fire and you don't have any sticks around, what you got to be a man like, okay, I couldn't make a fire. I couldn't. You can try every way possible to try to make a fire, but if you don't have like any sticks around, something that'll actually burn, you're not making a fire.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to make a good anime, that's what happened here. My question for this though is that do you think deleting his ex Twitter account, do you think that was the right call?
I think it's a way to distance yourself from the hate, right? It's a way to like make sure that you don't go and engage with it. If you don't have a Twitter account, you can't engage with it. It's an extreme measure, right?
I don't know. Like I said, not trying to sound mean to the director and all. This is just in general when it comes to anybody. I think it's a very soft way of doing it. I think it's something that just like, you had something, you should be proud of what you made. And I think if you are proud of it, you should be able to defend it.